One hand when you pet her, she's in your lap.
Ashley, you're coming here. You're gonna get dirty.
Yeah, I know.
Just to show how dirty.
Sorry, I don't
and
mean to
sometimes
shove that right here.
we had a tour where an older woman came in with her family. You could tell she didn't want to get dirty, so she sat on the bench, figured she was safe. The otters, after being in the water, crawling through the mud, made a beeline right for her. It's like they knew that she didn't want to get dirty. She left here filthy. And she wasn't happy about it. We had another group. It was a British family, a bunch of tourists. And they came here. You could tell they had plans for after the zoo because they're all dressed nicely. They left here covered in otter footprints and mud and the biggest smiles on their faces. Oh, it's still snorkel. Snorkel. 3 out of our 4 otters were raised here. The oldest one, Nori, who's still asleep, is about 5 years old. He's the only one we got as an adult, and he's actually the nicest otter. He's the only one who's never bitten any of us. So, yeah, she's getting in her crazy play bite mode. So just slowly move your hand away.
John.
You can let her flop. It won't hurt her.
No, it really won't.
No, she does it all the time.
Nope, and just take your hand away until she stops. Stop that. And take your hand away again, slowly. And just keep them up for a second.
You'll have him trained in no time.
Yeah.
And just wait for a minute because she's still doing it. No. You stop.
Yeah. Bite your own tail or your foot.
Yeah, bite your foot.
Just like the ferrets.
Yeah, you bite your foot. I'll just wait for her to stop doing it, and then
Did you
you
used
have
to
the
have one
opportunity.
named Harry?
What was that?
Did you used to have one named Harry?
That one's gone. So, yeah.
Where'd she go?
So the ones we have now are Lottie, which is that one. I forgot the name. Saki is our other female. Nori and Snorkel. Who's,
A couple of them were aggressive, though. That's why they went to
Yeah.
different facilities
Yeah,
for
sometimes they
breeding
would
and stuff like
yeah.
that, because for our programs and stuff, they can't
Right,
be
yeah.
really aggressive. Like, this isn't like a really big deal because
Yeah.
we can untrain that. I mean, she's starting to stop. When you're starting to train her to stop a behavior, you're going to get a really big burst of it, a really big increase, and then she should stop. And then occasionally, once in a blue moon, it should pop out. But if they're being to the point where they're like drawing blood a lot, we can find different facilities and they can be breeding animals
Yeah.
and they can still live a happy, healthy life, but just they don't have to interact with people because obviously that's not what they want to do.
Yeah.
We've
We've had a few go off to other facilities to make baby otters.
Play buddy. And I don't know. I knew there was Sushi that did, and I don't remember any of the other ones
Yeah.
because I just started in September. So.
Yeah, and actually Sushi, she was our first female otter. She'd only go after the owner of the zoo. The rest of us could come in here. She was fine.
Yeah,
she
I
didn't
remember
really
that.
handle,
Oh.
but she was fine unless you were Val Holt. She was
Using her
one
as a
way to
step.
attack. So, and kind of, you don't attack the owner of the zoo. So she's at another facility making baby otters. Is anybody in here on the 11:30 Rue tour? Wow, good. Well, the reason I say that is the person at the front gate who sells the tickets for the tours forgot to tell anybody she had a 10:30 Rue tour, and I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a domino effect the rest of the day. But if none of you guys are on the next Rue tour, then we're back on schedule.
I think a lot of these guys were on the 10:30.
Yeah.
The magical 10:30 we've never had before.
Yeah.
No, that started at 10:40.
Yeah. It's
Well,
because
we didn't know about it
Yeah.
either.
yeah, she came up with it and forgot to tell anybody.
So we didn't even know it was happening.
Yeah, so when I heard people talking about it, asking me about it, I'm like, uh-oh. So I found Carrie, and she went, what 10:30?
Because usually it's 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, and occasionally we've been adding a 2 on if it's been really busy.
It's a little easier to do an extra Rue tour. The Rues don't seem to mind. These guys were limited to 3. You see it even now with only a couple coming out. They
She's
poop
thinking.
out. They get tired of the tours.
What time is
Get bored with you guys.
It is 11, almost 12.
What you doing?
Find out we don't have anything.
Yep. They also are like little kids. They have incredibly short attention spans.
And one hand? Okay. I've seen her nip for it.
Yeah.
You don't even have to, you could just be petting her with your hands. Just like, no, I don't want it.
These guys actually spend the least amount of time in the water of any otter. They only go in to play and hunt, and well, they don't have to hunt here. So
Get the string, get the string.
get that string.
She can play with the string, it's okay. Out of your clothes, she can have the string.
And these guys do not do the cute little thing with the rock on their chest. That's sea otters only. They can do all that, crunching up shells and such with their mouths.
How much day do they sleep?
Yeah. I mean, they're like cats. They may be a little more active than cats, but not much.
Hey, Snorkel.
He starts nibbling at that food. Just let him chow down. Yeah.
And he might actually give you some. He
Yeah.
likes giving gifts.
Yeah, he uses his
Just
hands.
take your
more.
hands away for a second until she stops.
Enough. You're done. You're done.
There's
She's just learning, that's all. Because we used to reinforce it and stuff. Now she just does it.
Oh, they're
And then
cute.
after this,
She's so
Yeah.
I think the breaker flew out again. For it.
What was that?
The breaker, I think, fused.
Oh, for
I just
that.
need to flip it on again. Because I think Paul changed it out yesterday.
Oh, she found strings.
This string is delicious.
Yes. She is a
found
huge
strings.
tug of war fan. We do appreciate you guys coming here. Rosamore is a non-profit educational zoo. All the money you spent here goes to these little guys and their care and feeding. The Holts, Dr. Valerie and Dr. Jay Holt, did not make a dime off the place. In fact, they're still putting a lot of their own money into it. So we appreciate that. And we are asking a favor. You may have already heard this about 20 times, but it's pretty important. Senate Bill 245. Please get on those computers and tell them not only no, but hell no. Okay, a Humane Society got to a really dumb state senator, and they wrote a incredibly restrictive bill that originally was pretty much let you have a dog or a cat and maybe a parakeet. They pulled back a little bit, but that still would limit us from we would not be able to own a single primate. We are a member of the Zoological Association of America. The bill does not recognize that organization. They only recognize the AZA. So it also means that the shark reef would have possibly, they would be limited what animals they could get, because they're also members of the ZAA.
No, they're easy. Shark
Okay.
Reef's AZA, and
Okay.
then, but they do have other, like tigers for the magician Rick Thomas. He's a private owner. The casinos are exempt, but private contractors, which would be the owners of the animals, actually still would be limited to that. So Siegfried and Roy's tigers, also, they would have to get rid of this. A lot of these animals, not a lot of people are going to take them either, and a lot of these animals will be put down.
Yes.
But yeah, so it affects
entertaining
even,
string
like,
ever.
they're exempt, but they're not
She
the
likes
owners.
it. I should untie her. She
So.
likes it.
There you go.
Oh, there's
And then just take your hands away just for a second while she finishes her plate loading.
She really likes you.
Yes, she does. They pick people that they like for whatever reason.
Oh.
Take your hands slowly. There you go.
She likes your shirt.
Shirts are fun. That's fine.
Oh.
My dad has
Oh,
a
that
snake
was
out
nice.
and he's trying to climb in his
You
shirt.
rubbed my back. I want to play bite.
Cheers.
Oh, Dad.
Oh,
Oh.
Come here. Stop play biting. Now. Oh, nope. There she goes. Back up. Don't play bite. Thank you. No, don't do that. Oh.
No.
Go do something else.
Ashley.
You got the bad end of that
Let's
deal.
Poor guy.
I was gonna get dirty anyway.
I can
Sometimes
still see
yes, it takes a while before he gets enough.
So he got like
Last time I was here,
No,
the
and he's
tortoise
told
was
her
on my hand.
long ago that it's okay for her to be in charge, through his body posture and such, and she doesn't care.
No, she doesn't at all.
And-
They have this submissive. Even if I take one of them out, her out of the enclosure, even though she's in charge, she will go down into a submissive position, lay on her back, and make submissive noises, and let them sniff her before they go off and go back to being otters. Because 5 minutes is far too long. They don't remember who they are. Hi.
You're wet.
My family's good friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just started in September.
Hello.
What
Doing?
are
you doing?
Well, get inside. His tail just dragging him out.
She's a wet.
It's snorkel, right?
Is there anything good, Snorkel?
I wish there was.
Airport security.
Hello.
Oh, she knows.
You chase her away.
She's been really good lately because sometimes she won't listen, but she's actually been really good lately. Last weekend she had a 24-hour otter timeout.
Wow.
They hate that.
They don't like otter
Oh!
being separated. If you want, I can take him down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Snorkel is also women's underwear. He has done that many times.
Bad otter, bad otter. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit your head. Go play. I love you, but go play softly. Move along. Thank you. No,
She's
Oh, where are you going?
again.
Oh, she likes
It's like, wait.
I know he was.
Snorkel was over
Yeah,
here last
that's right.
week. I know he was. I know. I know his. Yeah, I took you, and then he hid. And Dave's over there, and he'll stop you. She's on her way.
Lottie.
Ashley, let's have a deal. Okay, so
Lottie. No.
Oh.
She's actually being really, really good.
Yeah, she actually is. She's
There's
listening.
usually a lot more yelling.
Yes. Usually you hear the word Lottie quite a bit on a tour. She spends half of it attacking.
Isn't she cute? She's a.
She said they were like
Yeah, some days she's worse than others, but lately she's been pretty good.
You have nothing. You're boring.
Look, I have these. You can hear her nose.
I know he was over here.
Yeah, they do dry. The reason they dry off so quickly is that double coat of fur. The inner coat keeps them insulated. The outer coat's waterproof. So all the water just comes off them very quickly and onto you.
Kibble, and just stop for a second because she is eating some kibble. Because the kibble is delicious. Kibble. They're very adorable when they eat too, and they use those little hands. And sometimes they'll take their food and we'll go wash it before they eat it. Because it's better soaked in water. Especially kibble, and when it's all moist. Moist kibble.
She sounds like my cat when he eats.
That's offensive.
For my cat, it is.
Or to the otter, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for he makes
All right,
more
so
of a
I'm going to
mess.
ask you guys to get kind of if you have one more picture you want to get, but we're about out of time. Nice thing again, we started late, but since nobody's on the following tour, we're ending a little late, but it's about that time.
And then if